My name is Raghav and I want to talk about Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is a 2023 American superhero film based on the DC Comics character Shazam. It's the sequel to 2019's Shazam and the 12th installment in the soon-to-be rebooted DC Extended Universe. Director David F. Sandberg, aka Pony Smasher, returns along with writer Henry Gayden, this time joined by Chris Morgan. Overall, this film is super solid. It's a rollicking fun time with enough heart and thrills to keep you entertained for its full runtime. Zachary Levi returns as the titular Shazam, who plays the older version of Asher Angel's Billy Batson. In the first movie, there was a bit of a disconnect between the two performances, which worked because Asher played Billy more subdued and serious simply because he was a kid living in a cruel world and the story around him was super serious. But when he dons the cape, he gains a kind of giddy confidence that I totally get a kid would have if he suddenly had superpowers. In this sequel, however, their performances should have aligned a bit more as more time has passed. Plus, a big part of Billy's character arc is reconciling with the imposter syndrome he feels because he's a kid masquerading as an adult, all-powerful, all-wise hero. And instead of reining it in, Levi continues to play Billy as giddy and even makes goofy, cartoonish faces in more heroic moments. This is just a tiny nitpick though, it doesn't really take away from the movie, it's just something that you notice. The other kids and their superhero counterparts all play their roles relatively well. And even the parents have stuff to do in this movie, which is nice. All of their relationships are deepened, and the movie even tries to give us a few glimpses into their daily life and real life struggles given its breakneck pace and full plot, which I gotta give them credit for. The plot revolves around the Shazamily trying to stop the Daughters of Atlas from stealing their powers and destroying the Earth. Helen Mirren is pretty good playing a quite generic, epic goddess type. Her character is pretty bare bones, but she's doing a good enough job of being equal parts menacing and interesting. Nothing much to write home about, but certainly not the weakest link. Lucy Liu, who I've always had a bit of a soft spot for, is seriously miscast in this role. She's overacting and chewing on scenery like it's nobody's business, but it doesn't feel like she's actually enjoying the role. And also, her character isn't written chaotic enough for the kind of performance she's kind of weakly channeled. If there was a hint of more evil maniac in the way her role was written, I think she'd be a much more enjoyable villain. Rachel Zegler, whom we all recently saw in Spielberg's West Side Story, which I felt was kind of underwhelming, is being super cute in this movie. Her character is very simple and straightforward, but she's able to play her with charm and affability, and it overall just works. She's pretty at home with the superhero stuff and pulls it off with a believability that's quite refreshing, and I'd be interested to see her in more similar roles. I hope she's able to make her mark because I see some real potential here. Her powers are absolutely bonkers, and like all the magic in these movies, not well explained at all. But my god, are the visual effects intense. Which is true for pretty much the whole movie, except for a couple of bits where Shazam's head looks cartoonishly small compared to his overly long limbs. The VFX are pretty interesting. This is also excluding the horrible CGI monsters that show up for absolutely no reason at the end, echoing the first movie. Other than that, pretty solid. Jack Dylan Grazer, once again, is just an absolute scene stealer, and the movie knows it. He gets multiple moments to shine, and the camera loves him. He gets to be funny, he has a bunch of character development, he even gives us strong emotional performances. He's done such a stellar job in this role in both movies. I'm glad the filmmakers took the time to appreciate his talent and let him take center stage when needed, especially because he's not the main character. He even has a bunch of scenes with Djimon Hounsou, who plays like this grumpy wizard character, and the two of them are butting heads for like a good chunk of the movie, and it's a dynamic comedy duo that I didn't realize we needed but thoroughly works, and it's so enjoyable. I really enjoyed Shazam too. I even really liked the final climax of the movie and how the whole thing culminated. I thought the final fight was emotional and felt like a very fitting send-off for a strong character. So much so that if Shazam does get axed from the DCEU's future, I'd be happy with the two movies we got. Oh, never mind, they fully got scared and copped out and undid the whole thing, and we're back to square one. But we did get a cameo by Wonder Woman, and we even saw her face this time, so that's a plus.